Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, so I wanted to go over the breaking news that came out last night after I filmed the Mobile Weekly. So last night we went over all the Note 8 stuff and all the big updates that we had for it, so check that out if you missed it. But now we have some iPhone stuff and pretty much a couple confirmations, and the biggest one is from a Twitter announcement, and that is that yes, look, we know the iPhone design. We've known that for about probably 3 months now. We've had the iPhone design. If you haven't watched Mobile Weekly, we know what the iPhone design will be. We still don't know if it's going to be called the iPhone 8. I definitely still think it's going to be called the iPhone X or the Apple Edition phone or the iPhone Edition. It just makes more sense, and they're going to come out with 8 next year. But we know the design. We know it's going to be $1,000 and $1,069. That's going to be the price for the base model, and then higher up depending on how big of storage you get. It's going to have wireless charging. It's going to have a glass backing, and it's going to have waterproofing still. So that's what you can expect. It's going to have a 5.8-inch display. However, it's only going to be a 5.2-inch display of active display. The bottom row is going to be where notifications and everything such as that lie. So it's going to be a bit of a different UI change that you're going to see compounded with iOS 11 changes. So that is what we're getting. However, we have confirmation now that yes, as we had rumored back a couple weeks ago when we weren't sure about if the iPhone will have the fingerprint scanner on the screen, that their backup was a 3D face unlock. And it looks like, yes, it has been found in the code that that is what Apple has for the next iPhone coming up. We have the design in there, as well as you have the 3D face unlock in there. Now, the reason why that's so big is because other devices have had face unlock for many years. Ever since the Galaxy S3, there has been face unlock on Android with Android 4.0. So yes, I can do with my S8, I can unlock my phone with my face. The problem with that kind of face unlock though is it's not good security. You can trick it with a photo, with a video, and unlock anyone's phone. However, with Face Unlock 3D, you have that in some Windows desktops and laptops. So you can actually unlock with the person's face, and it really does stand out with that. Now, that is much better security because you can't trick it with a photo or video, and Apple is now going to bring this technology to the phone. However, the big thing about that is yes, it looks more and more like that we are not going to have Touch ID on this phone. Touch ID on the display would cause Apple to have delays pretty much till January to get stock of this device. They had till the end of July. We heard that till the end of July was when Apple had to decide if they were going to move forward with Touch ID under the screen or not, in order to make and produce enough to have it available the first week of October when the iPhone will launch. But at this point, I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Face Unlock is going to be the next big thing. And yes, I think they will leave behind Touch ID for this year. And then next year, when they can make more of a supply, they're going to be able to do Touch ID on underneath the display. And that'll be for the iPhone 8, next year's big model. So that is from really what everything we're seeing. And for those people who are like, oh, what do you mean Apple can't do it? Of course they can do it. They can do anything. You have to realize Apple isn't making this part. They are commissioning someone to make this part that has the technology in order to do it. The problem is speed and production rate. Those are the two biggest things. Will it be fast? Will it be fast Touch ID on the screen? Right now it is slower than regular Touch ID. But the second thing is, will it be able to be produced enough? Think about it. If you are making 10 million iPhones for this year, 10 million iPhones this year, and you can only produce 3 million for launch weekend, that's not that good. If you can only produce 5 million by the end of October, by the beginning of November, that's not that good. If you can't even produce the 10 million by the end of the year, that's only going to lose Apple money. However, if they bypass this and they can sell, 10 million iPhones by November, then that's a much better proposition for them. So I think that's going to be the most likely case scenario. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Overall though, the next iPhone will have the Face Unlock feature, and I think Apple is going to be more courageous than ever to get rid of Touch ID. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. I think this is pretty much a done deal, that no Touch ID for this iPhone. Touch ID will make its return next year, but they're going to really see Face Unlock. And think about it, if Face Unlock is really that quick as it is on Windows laptops or desktops, then you're going to be very happy with it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, so you know all the news for the Note 8 and iPhone 8 or iPhone X as it comes out. Thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.